Okay, let's be punctual because today we have a very tough program. So it's my pleasure to introduce you, Thorsten Ansel. He comes from Germany, and he's working in a NGO, digitize the planet. They are doing a lot of very interesting things in relation with outdoor activities, protected areas. And yesterday we were speaking about the use of new technologies. So his presence here is really very, very interesting for all of us. Thorsten, thank you for coming to be here with us, and the floor is yours. Thank you.
Hola, buenos días. Muchas gracias por la invitación. Hello, everybody. My name is Thorsten from Digitize the Planet. It's really nice to be here and to speak a little bit about digital nature protection. So we are an NGO. We are founded in 2020, and the idea was of a lot of guys. They asked themselves, do we have digital information about the rules in protected area? And the answer was clear: we don't have any information about the behavior in nature protected areas. You can ask yourself, the last time you have been on a hiking trail, mountain biking, and stuff like that, did you know the rules in this protected area? And I mean all of the rules. Normally, you know, maybe it's forbidden to make a campfire, maybe it's forbidden, you know that it's not allowed to stay overnight, and so on. But there are a lot of much more. Imagine, right now we estimate that in the whole world we have maybe 400,000 of protected areas. And maybe not every, but normally every protected area has its own regulation, and in this regulation you can find a lot of things, important things, but also the rules, what you can do there and what it's forbidden, and that's we are working on. So we are creating a database, an international database with an international standard, where we are collecting all these rules for the protected areas. You have to imagine we are speaking of a completely full data set, and the data set is full. You have the name, you have like a text describing of the protected area, you have some pictures, and in the end what we are doing, and that's really new one, we are putting attributes to this polygon, to the shape, and these are the rules. And not only the rules, also the regulation and something else I will talk to you later. And yes, why we are doing this right now, since 2002, okay, because this kind of data doesn't exist in the digital world, and we have like a catalyst, and this was COVID, because so many people are going to the outside, and a lot of them only know a little bit of the rules, and what is happening, it's quite clear. We have damage to the nature, we have unsatisfied tourists, we have problems with the locals, and so on. And this conflict is getting bigger and bigger. And we have to inform these people about the existing rules. So that's finally it's quite easy what we are doing. In the background, it's quite difficult because of all this technical stuff. Yes, and okay, you said, for sure, I know some rules. We have signs, we have rangers, and we have these campaigns who are coming all the time. Let's go outside together. We clean the forest together. But this is always campaigns. You have to begin from zero. Then 5 years later, you have to begin from zero. what is really good that we have a lot of range activity. Also, we say it in whole Europe, it's getting more and more people. And these three possibilities to inform the people about the rules is very important. It's very important, but finally, to make it scalable, we need a digital solution, and we offer the technology, not the data. We are offering the technology to bring this kind of information to the consumers. And this is our mission. We are creating an international machine-readable data set with all the information, the rules, also the purpose of protection. I will show it a little bit later. It's also very interesting. And the clue is that everything is open data. So you don't have to pay for the data, using the data. You don't have to pay to use our technology. It's all open data. We are an NGO. We are membership-based, and also we are doing our projects with our membership fees. And why it's so important to bring it to the digital world? Because we know that the most people are preparing their trip before they're leaving, before they depart. They are planning it at home. For example, I live in Garmisch-Partenkirchen. It's in the south of Germany. Tomorrow, my wife called me that we have 20 centimeters of snow, so I'll be really happy to go back on Sunday. Behind my house, there's a nature-protected area. It's called Ammergebirge. Yeah, in COVID, we saw it. It was quite crazy. Munich, 1.6 million inhabitants, is 1 hour and 10 minutes afar from my home, from the protected areas. And normally we have a lot of tourists, but in COVID we have much more. And then you see these guys searching for a parking slot and getting crazy. And actually you see, okay, that they are not experienced hikers. And now imagine there's coming a father with his family planning his trip, three little girls in the back, 1 and 10 minutes to Garmisch, 1 hour traffic jam, maybe searching for a parking slot, beginning his hike, and then after 1.5 hours, maybe he's coming to something special like a sign. Today, sorry, it's forbidden to enter because there's a bird breeding or stuff like that, or normally it's only stands, it's forbidden. The father, he would say, okay, we will go on, yes? So, and that's why we have to inform them very much before they are leaving home. And we have to bring it in all the digital devices we already have. So in the end, the idea is that our kind of data is entered finally to Google Maps. And if you, in a couple of years, you are asking Google Maps or Google, I would like to make a hiking trail, 3 hours, beginning there, parking slot, something to eat, stuff like that. And then the response must be, okay, you can start here, la 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 la. But be careful, between the 1st of December to April, it's forbidden to enter because there is a special bird or something like that. It's forbidden to make a campfire and stuff like that. So this is really the end of the idea. And what is not really also very important that we don't only have the rules. So what is that we have the purpose of protection, because the human, they don't like to have too much rules, but if they know why there is a rule, they would trust them, and they would it would be much better. And there we have 3 different types, like habitat, flora, and fauna, which we are bringing into the data set as well. And this is not really new, but we also want to be a platform where you can enter temporary closures. First of all, in the context of nature protection, I had this example with the bird. Maybe if the bird is coming from Africa to Europe and then starting breeding, the verified guy from the nature organization protected area, he could enter, okay, now we have to close this special area, and then he could point, and then all this information is going to the connected outdoor apps, map navigation systems, and stuff like that. And when the bird is ready, he can open it. And this is really interesting because this bird is not coming all the year on the same date. Maybe he's going to Bosporus to meet some friends, and so coming 1 week later. So this is the idea of temporary closures, and we can also prolong it to floodings, to fire, avalanche and stuff like that. And there are already existing solutions for that, but we want to have one solution which is open data for everybody. So actually, this is our mission. In the green circle, you can really see what kind of data we are bringing into into the digital world, which is really new. And here you can see the system. Finally, it's very easy. At the beginning, we have to collect the data, and the data could only be entered by the verified person. It's not by somebody else, maybe some mappers of OpenStreetMap, or somebody who is interesting in this topic, or somebody who has nothing to do better to enter data. No, it could only be only done by the verified people from the authorities, maybe from from the administration of a nature-protected areas and stuff like that. And then we have the data into our platform, and we are transferring this information to an international data set, and we are bringing it into the outdoor apps. And you can see it here. You have seen these icons. We are just operating with icons. And if you have a mouse layover over the icon, there's a text where it explains this kind of stuff. Here you can see our database, our platform, and it's very intuitive to enter the data. You see these icons, and you have to click them. Okay, it's forbidden to cycle there. It's forbidden, stuff like that. You have to be on the paths. It's very intuitive, so it's very, very easy, and that's really the idea. For example, if you know OpenStreetMap, it's also really a big platform where you can enter the data. You cannot enter all the kind of data we have, but it's very complicated. And now imagine somebody who is working for an administration. It must be very easy to enter this data. Here you have an example. This is like the purpose of protection. So you can, to the polygon, to the shape, you can add the purpose of protection, and you can search, you can enter a picture. Yes, so this is how the database looks like. Can I see how much time I have? Yeah, okay. Sorry. Okay, so this 5 minutes left. Okay. So, and now you see an example, and this is the example. This is Outdoor Active. This is one of the largest platforms in Europe, and they are already partner of Digitize the Planet, and they are using our data. And you see this green and red icons. So this is really the information we are bringing into the outdoor platforms. And yes, we have to collect much more of these platforms. And yeah, but we are just at the beginning doing our homework, and the platform, they are saying, okay, we are grabbing your information if you have a good database, and if you don't have a good database, they said, okay, you can come back later in a couple of years. But also the authorities are asking us, why should we enter the data? Because you don't have so much outdoor apps which are connected with us. So we have like yeah, this problem, but I think we are on a good path to have a solution. The practical use for the authorities, it's very easy. The practical use, we help them to distribute their data into the digital world, because right now it's like they have a PDF with this regulation, and it's somewhere on the server. Nobody finds this information, and nobody is searching for this information because it's too difficult. Then the other idea is, the other partner is the outdoor platforms for sure, and we are saying, okay, we have premium nature protected, nature compliant data for you. Please use it. So they are making their product better. It's very easy, but yeah, we have to work on it. This is also the outdoor platforms. Another one is tourism and destination. The tourism organization, they must work with web services on their platform where they are using our data, and they can help us. For example, if they are asking to their web service, can you use the data of Digitize the Planet because there are all the rules inside? And then they said, okay. And the tourism organization, he is the client, no? And he can say, okay, I want to have your in my product, which I'm buying from you, I want to have this kind of information. Then we have, okay. Another group is the Sports Association, the Nature Conservation Association. We have also some players which are working together with them. Their message must be to their members, hey guys, use navigation systems which are using nature compliant information. So this is very easy, the message from them. And this is a big player, but right now we didn't have found really a good connection, but we are working on them. It's the outdoor industry. The outdoor industry, they are inspiring and they are bringing so much people into the outdoors. And after they sell their product in the shop, they said, okay, you can make with your product what you want. No? So for example, there's one, just an example, there's a big player, he's making like ski touring equipment, and he has to have an interest that their clients with their products don't run with the skis in the winter in these protected areas where are living this special kind of birds. Yeah, yeah. The answer was okay. No, sorry, we have no time. Our subject is performing in the mountains, and I say okay. Okay, but I think this needs a couple of time to bring them into the business because they have really this direct contact to the clients who are using this product. So we need a little bit more time. This is just a little bit the map of our members. So for here an international congress, the members are not really really popular. But we are working here with Outdoor Active. This is a big player, and also we are working with some national organization of all the national parks in Germany, in Austria, and stuff like that. And here you can see the Sports Association. This is the German Alpine Club, the Austrian Alpine Club. It's yeah, we are working on it. Right now we are operating in Germany, convincing the authorities to enter the data. This is really a big subject, but we are really doing good in Austria, Switzerland. We're trying to start in France, in Spain. Right now we don't have any stuff. We talk to Wikilogs, they know us, but we have no data in Spain. So let's try to go on in Spain. Normally it works like that we have the first contact is to a national park or to nature protected areas, and they really interested in to having the data on it, and they have the connections to the upper authorities. So you can come to me if you have any ideas, but right now we are a team of 3 people, and we have to go step by step, but the first contact is the first contact, and we can go on. You could be member of Digitize the Planet as well, so we are member-based, and you have a kind of advantages to be yeah, part of this digital plan. Right now we want to make a Erasmus Plus project. It's called, it's like a digital ranger, and this should be a communication layer based on our platform. And this digital ranger, he doesn't sleep, he's every time awake, and if you are routing or you are outside, then the digital ranger comes and said, okay, hello, there's something you can remember, stuff like that. So this is the idea, what we are doing, would like to do. And yes, we are all part of the problem. Let's be all part together, part of the solution. Let's digitize the planet. Thank you. Okay, Any questions? Do we have a microphone? Another one? Maybe stand up and speak loud.
Okay, don't worry. I'll stretch. Thank you for your talk. I currently live in the Canary Island, and this is very interesting because we have a lot of problems there with tourism because they go to the beaches and then they go up to the volcano with the same clothing, so it's a little bit crazy thing, yeah. And last weekend there were hundreds of people rescued there, so I will come and ask you for information because I think it would be a nice idea to have it there in the Canary Islands.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
We can talk to later. Yeah, thanks.
Hola. I would like to ask, I know that the people who are allowed to put data, to update the data in there is very limited because it should be professionals, as I understood. But did you consider to put some other people like verified member verified because they put the ID and everything? It's not a random person. They have their ID and credentials. To update some data like, I don't know, like there is a flood and sometimes the authorities are not the first one to see it. So they can put like, okay, maybe careful because there is something in here, but just separating that information, like saying this is not verified by the authorities, but there is an alert in here. Like, I don't know, like in Google Maps when they are saying like there is a radar in here by the police. And it's not 100% sure, but you can like watch out. And maybe some other people can verify that. I don't know if only the authorities can update the data or...
Yes, thanks for the question. Yeah, right now it must be verified by something of the authorities. This what you are talking about, maybe of all this nature, dangerous stuff like that. This is a little bit in the future. Yeah? So, but the idea of an open data space, but. Yes, it has to be verified because we know that right now we have so much content in the internet and so much data rubbish is coming all the day into the internet, and that's what our system at the beginning it's closed and at the end it's opened, and this wouldn't change.
Fair.
I have other question for you. Thank you for your very interesting presentation. Could you tell us a bit more about the problems you are having in the relation with authorities to have this information?
Yes, right now it's like this. Okay, we are new. It's a new idea, and the authorities. First of all, you have to inform them. Then you have to convince them. It's time and money they have to bring into. For example, for digitizing a protected area, you need about 15 minutes to put all the stuff inside. If one province has 3,000 protected areas, okay, there's a work, and all the time it's the same. And for sure you know it. Okay, I'm not responsible for that. Okay, then you have to search for another guy, but it needs time, and I started at Digitize the Planet 1 year and a half, and we didn't have really a good connections to the big authorities, not to the locals. But right now we have all the contacts to the big authorities, and we have now 3 big regions in Germany. They're entering data, and the other they are coming because they are. I don't know the name in English, but they see, okay, my neighbor, he has all the data already inside. So he has the pressure, and with jealous, yes, and this is also human, yes, with the pressure, you can grab them, but it's it needs time, because with the idea we don't. Never, maybe right now a little in some regions in Switzerland, but normally when we are coming with the idea, everybody is, okay, that sounds interesting, and that's why it makes so fun for working for Digitize the Planet. It's not so, okay, your product, okay, no, sorry, blah, blah, blah. There are always a kind of open doors.
Okay, Peter, please. The mic.
In.
Yeah, very interesting, and I think there is a large potential in this, but I can clearly also see the challenges. And I guess one challenge is that, yes, you get these authorities to provide the data in the first round, but then you also need to monitor and follow and update the data as things changes out there. So how do you think around that?
Yes, that's a good question, but there's so much work after, because the regulations, they don't change. Okay, they change, but we have regulations in Germany, they are 60 years old. And I don't think that in the other parts of Europe it's so much different, because for the authorities it's also a lot of work maybe to change these regulations. So they are not interested in so much in always in changing this, also if there are good reasons to change, because for example, some authorities in Germany told me this, because they have a kind of fear that if they are changing the regulation, it would be worse afterwards, because today everybody is going like landowners or farmers. Yeah, they like to fight with them and to get the best out of it. So the work afterwards is not that big. Okay, if you are the rules, and also the purpose of protection, when we are talking about temporary closures, for sure, there you have to work, but at the end you want to have your information inside the system, and that's work. And sometimes when we are talking to authorities, this was also one bad example. He said, okay, your project, in 1 year the AI will do your job, and goodbye. But this AI can really do a lot of things, but we are doing like the basement, and the basement is collecting and grabbing the rules, and this couldn't do a KI in Germany, AI in English.
Omar will be the last question.
Thank you. In fact, it's not a question, it's just a comment to say that the Lebanon Mountain Trail Association has recently joined Outdoor Active with this in their platform with Plan A, with the first one. And we believe that this company is very reliable and it provides sustainable solution. Thank you.
I guess we all fully agree. Yes. Okay, Thorsten, so thank you very much for...
Muchas gracias.